Hey guys, J-Man here. All right, weekly X-Men talk. Let's get into it. So I'm back from the comic shop. Here's what we got. So this is Ten of Swords, part 4, which is X-Force number 13. We got Ten of Swords part 3, which is Wolverine, number 6. We have Ten of Swords part 5, which is Marauders 13. And Ms. Marvel, current issue, 15. Okay, so what was the order here? We got, this is 4, this is 3, and this is 5. Okay, so I'm not going to open all these up and go through them. I will give you my thoughts. I liked all 3 of these. This is one series, and I know a couple of people had told me that, well, you know, having these be crossovers, you know, matters and stuff. But I remember the days where a crossover, you didn't have to buy anything else. Like, you just bought the core issues of the event. So like, let's say Avengers versus X-Men, I did buy everything, but if you had just read the Avengers versus X-Men core issues, I don't know how many they were, you were okay. And if you wanted to buy some of these other offshoots, you're fine. This, you cannot do this. This Ten of Swords, you have to read this in order. Like, literally, this one, which is X-Force, continues right from this. You can't skip these. So it's a little bit irritating that they're calling this Wolverine number 6, because this ain't Wolverine number 6. If you read Wolverine number 5, you're not going to read this next. It just doesn't connect. So if sometime in the future, if you ever want to go back and read all your X-Force issues, they're not going to make sense when you get to these. So why not just do 10 of Swords and make it a 12-parter or whatever it is, or 15 parts? I don't know. It's slightly irritating. It doesn't irritate. I mean, it irritates me in the grand scheme of things of like, why are they doing it this way? I'm going to buy everything anyways because I'm an X-Men guy, so I'm going to buy it all anyway. It doesn't matter. But I think for generic, I don't want to say generic people like as a bad term, just for regular comic guys who want to try something, you can't do this. I know it says 10 of Swords here and you can figure it out, but it's a little bit irritating to do it that way. Just do a 10 of Swords miniseries, and when they collect all these together, they're going to collect them all. Okay, that said, this is great stuff. I really like this. So Wolverine is one of the warriors. We already know, spoilers are in effect. Spoilers. So we already know that Magic is one of the chosen. So there's the 10 champions of Araco and the 10 champions of Krakoa, and they're going to meet on the battlefield, and they each have to collect a sword of some kind, and they're going to face each other off, and then the winner gets the land. And actually, Wolverine in this comic explains it so beautifully. He's like, basically, it's like, your 10 guys are going to fight each other, and then we're going to fight over land. Now, there's actually a novel called, I forgot the name of it now. Shoot. It was made into an anime called Basilisk. And then they made a live action movie called Shinobi Heart Under Blade. But it's not Koga Ninja Scrolls. It's something like that. But basically the anime Basilisk, or the manga Basilisk, this is really what that kind of is. It's like these two clans where they have their 10 best champion ninja, and those ninja face off against each other. That's a great anime. I've got the anime, the manga, the original book. It may be called the Koga Ninja Scrolls, now that I'm thinking about it. I have the novelization, which is the first thing, and then it was a manga, and then it was an anime, and then it was a live-action movie called Shinobi Heart Under Blade. That's a great series. The movie only picks 5 versus 5, I guess, for whatever reason, and they messed up some of the characters. But I definitely highly recommend Basilisk, the anime, and manga if you're into reading more than watching. So I do like this. I a couple of people aren't dying over this, but I'm really into this. I like this gathering the swords. I like this idea of like each character going on a little mission to get their sword. Then they're going to fight at the end. So Magic already has a sword, so she's in. Wolverine is trying to get a blade made by Muramasa, and it's sick. He basically goes to hell, where like the guy's forging blades from like hellfire and stuff. Is wicked. And there's a new character called Solemn, he's the Araco champion, and his backstory is great too. Really good character. I like them. I love this idea of the two of them, and his skin is adamantium, so it's going to be a really sick battle. And of course the sword can cut through. So that's going to be good. This is really a two-parter. This is continuing right from here. So you have to read these two together. They're one complete comic. This one's thicker. So it's almost like they could have done these two as a thick version of one of them. But so good. So Wolverine getting his sword is great. It's not a spoiler anyways to say that he's going to get a sword. Like, give me a break, right? There's going to be a battle. That was wicked. Some of the best things here is the beginning where Wolverine confronts Krakoa and he's like, you know what, buddy? It's like, you wanted this to happen, you know, so I'm not going to trust you anymore. You're kind of a douche. I really thought that was awesome. Okay, Ten of Swords. This is Storm now. So Storm has to get Skybreaker, which is a Wakandan magical blade that only the king can wield or loan out or whatever. This was really damn good. If you're a fan of Storm, and I think there's a lot of Storm fans out there, I still have my Storm next to me here from my last thingy. This was fantastic. This is basically Storm versus Wakanda. She goes back, and Shuri is there, and T'Challa's mother is there, and she's like, well, I need this sword. And then they're like, well, no, we can't authorize that. You have to wait till Black Panther comes back. And she's like, well, I just can't wait, you know. So then her and Shuri have a confrontation. And look, I mean, like, who's going to beat Storm, right? Honestly, like, she's like the most powerful character. Well, not the most powerful character if you're comparing to like Galactus or something. But just a regular mutant, like, she'll just, well, Shuri's not even a mutant. At least I don't think she is. Storm will just smoke the crap out of you, right? And that's kind of what happens. There's a great moment in this where she's wearing the white costume, which I do really like on Storm, where she transfers to the black costume, and it's really cool why she does it, and I like that. This book was great. If you're a fan of Storm, this is like, you could almost just read this on its own, just to have Storm do a mission. All you need to know is that she needs to get this sword, and she goes to it. Really good stuff in both of these. This was a great day for comics, for X-Men at least. These three are definitely cool. I'm liking Ten of Swords. Let me know in the comments what you think of Ten of Swords. I'm really into it. I love this idea of the Koga Ninja Scroll Basilisk, you know, pick your 10 best guys versus our 10 best guys. We're going to fight it out. I think it's great. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the current Ten of Swords. So that catches you all up. I'm really liking it. Good stuff. All right, until next time.